There I go. What's going on, cousins? Everybody, friends and foes alike. What is going on? I'm pressing shit. How y'all doing? Listen, I came on a few minutes early. Of course, I'm trying to give people the time to get the notifications in different areas that I posted because I made some adjustments over the past week. And um, shit. Oh, it looks weird, y'all. Something looks wrong? Is it my hair? I think it's my wig. I got to probably put it back in a ponytail. I think like y'all, my hair is still green. I dyed it a while ago green on some parts of it, and I think that green still gets in this green screen, and I think it fucks with the I don't know, fuck the anime, the picture or what. Let me put my wig up. Let me put my wig in a ponytail and see if that's gonna help it a little bit. Cause I had it in one. I didn't want to keep it like that because I like, I wanted to give Tresemme. That's why I had it down. I was giving Tresemme, for the cousins on this good old Sunday, but that don't seem to be working. Yes, my hair doing it's a big part of it, so I got to make sure. Anyway, so yeah, I'm here early. It's now 7:14. I got on a few minutes early just to give some people some time to get in because, here we are. It is Sunday night or Sunday evening at almost 7:15. Some people are probably just still in the kitchen um, cooking a Labrador stew, according to former President Donald Trump. Go and cut that pot off, child. If you don't cook that Labrador or that poodle in 6 hours, whatever you're making, braised Shih Tzu or whatever it is, cat chops or whatever it is. Go and turn that shit off. It's been cooking long enough, and let it simmer and let it cool off and let the flavors get together and come out that kitchen and quit cooking them dogs and cats. Come on out that kitchen and sit down and join your cousin over here down to the live. Get your drink, get your smoke, um, just kick your feet up. I would say as if you was at my house, but if you got funky feet, then put them fucking Adidas back on. But no, listen, I always try to come on a little bit early to give people time to get the notifications to come on in the room and get ready for the situation. Um, it's 7:16 now, so shit. Look, I ain't trying to be like Pastor and them did y'all this morning. I ain't be trying because I'm setting my timer for an hour because the shows have been going very long, and I'm trying to put. Oh, my forehead look greasy. Like I went to the dermatologist, and it seemed like the stuff they gave me, it looked like they just put Crisco in a bottle and told me to put that shit on as a moisturizer because my forehead look almost like Omarosa's, almost like I can show a movie on this bitch, and it's shining. I need a little pressed powder or something on there to cover me up. Just it's just like on Sunday morning you get in church, and then all of a sudden the bitch look around and look at you, and all of a sudden the Sunday hymn turns out to be shine. Oh, I need some powder, something on there. But 7:17. Well, fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the show. Listen, because I'm not gonna be in here long. Listen, I want to go ahead and report that the Golden Girls have left town. They are going back to their sanctuaries. They're in their own domains. My mother and my aunt, my sister, I do not consider as a Golden Girl. She's of a different age, but she's also gone back home to Louisiana. Listen, when I tell you old people is a motherfucking job, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Dealing with old people is a task. It is a job. Listen, them old folk gave me and my sister the fucking blues the whole entire week they were here. They complained about the Shirley Caesar concert and everything I sent them to. Oh, Shirley ain't have her ass on stage. No time. We sat up in there. My auntie had the nerve to be sitting up calling me while me and my sister are back at home cooking dinner for them. As y'all seen on the last video, I had to get up real quick and leave. But she had nerve to call me and try to, what you doing, child? The fuck you mean? I'm over here cooking dinner and you're supposed to be attending the concert that I paid for. Get your ass back in there and sit them hips down. Take you on them rubber hips and park it. But they have left town. Listen, my mother and I had a spat child. She had wigged the fuck out and just started, just went in about some stuff, kind of off the wall, which was not like my mother, which has me kind of in a mind of worry. So if y'all give a fuck or give a damn, pray for the old lady because she's not, she's not really been herself lately. And her having her here with me in that week kind of gave me a little glimpse more into what she's been having going on versus what I've been hearing from the family and stuff like that. But my thing is, I was trying to gauge it because my mom is a Gemini. And she a Gemini. I'm just gonna say that she a Gemini. She be on some weird shit sometimes, and sometimes she'll freak the fuck out, weird out, or just wig out, and just not fuck with nobody. But some of the activity she had during the time she was here, I'm still questionable about whether that was just her attitude or whether that was some kind of questionable health issue. So I do intend on looking further into that. So I say that as a PSA to you all who have parents that are aging, even though they're not aging physically, in your eyesight. It's like, my grandfather always used to say, once an adult, twice a child. And sometimes we have to look closer and look into the bigger picture and see what it is that is going on with our parents and take that extra step and make sure that we are securing what else they have left of their future here with us, because we revere them, we love them, and we don't want them to go anywhere anytime soon. And of course, we would really feel horrible. I don't want to be that child down at the funeral, hollering and screaming and shit, and up in the jumping on the basket with crusty foot and old dusty socks or some shit, hollering mama or some shit like that. And them typically the ones ain't really done shit for their mama. And now they've realized that time has run out and they've taken that time for granted. But again, I say that to you all to just check on your parents and see how they're doing. And, despite what the fuck they tell you, check it out. Check it out for yourself. All right. But anyway, moving on with this show, I've had enough of, I guess y'all had enough of my, shit. And the crazy part about it, I don't know if y'all can see this glass, but if y'all know anything about the Golden Girls, this is pretty much what I've been telling my auntie and my mom the whole week they were here. Like Dorothy would say to Sophia, you with that fuckery over there in that corner, you talking crazy and acting a fool. But listen, Shady Pines, ma. Not that I'll do it, but like Dorothy, shit, it's like a vacation in your mind to do it and think, moving on. Anyway, welcome. I'm so glad you guys are back, my cousins. Again, this is the live with AJAERED, 7:15 p.m. on Sundays. We will keep this going. We're going to advance it and keep it running. If this is your first time, please go ahead and subscribe to make sure that when I send these videos out, that you can be one of the first ones to receive that video and jump down in the comments section and actually be one of the commenters during the show, because I actually answer those questions or rebuttals or whatever live during the show. I don't just ignore you all like some of the other commentators do. And also, like this shit and share this shit with somebody else. Y'all sitting around here with all this bullshit, sharing everybody else. I know y'all love me enough. People really find me, fascinating. They want to keep me to themselves. They want to really become selfish when it comes to my love and my attention and stuff like that. But in this instance, share me. Shit, the more you share me, the more we'll grow. So let's help grow the channel. Because some of y'all been leaving the family and shit, not telling nobody anything. So bring your ass back on over here. For those of you who got your ass over here, share this channel with your cousins, your other friends, your next door neighbors, your co-workers, if you fuck with each other like that, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, getting into the show. So first thing I have on the menu is Judy and the Brat. As we all have heard recently in the last few weeks, people were saying that Judy and the Brat are at odds. They're having what do they call it? What's the word? The Hollywood divorce word. Irreconcilable differences, like Judge Mathis and his wife. And then they're having irreconcilable differences. They're divorcing, and seeing as though the Brat had not been attending the radio shows like she normally would, and they hadn't really been filming or been putting out a lot of content on their platforms. People were really buying the fact that they may have really been getting ready to get a divorce. When I heard the story, something to me said like it just something's not right. This too much. This is too much of a snap. I know the lesbians. I love my fellow lesbians. I know sometimes the lesbians they say move too fast and they meet. You know what I'm saying? They have what it is. Love at first sight, and you know they meet this week, and then next week they moved in. The week after that, they done got married and all that different shit, and then somebody done got kids and children and all this different stuff, and you know they're happily ever after. But then a lot of us also think too that you know the lesbian community moves too fast as it pertains to commitment and moving forward with actually having a relationship. And so a lot of people were actually kind of buying into the story that they were actually getting ready to you know have this divorce. But I'm so glad that I did not jump on this story for clicks, likes, and commentary for commentary value, and just report it and put out there. You know, a lot of the time it takes me some time because I want to fact check a lot. I don't want to put some shit out there and look stupid or look like one of those people that are just so fucking thirsty that I find a story that seems like it has a lot of clickbait type concept and material to it, and it'll get me so many followers and viewers. I don't like that kind of commentary. I really don't. And so that's why a lot of the time I choose to kind of you know check it out. But I'm so glad I have that value, right? That standard, because the Brat and Judy actually got on camera on whatever fucking platform, I think it was Instagram, and they were lying in the bed, you know, like normal couples do, probably just waking up with, you know, charcuterie on their breath because they probably just ate each other you know, the night before one another and whatnot. And so they probably still waking up with Star Kiss on their breath. And they, you know, Judy went live and was like, you know, it's crazy that everybody's buying the story or putting the fact that out there that we are getting a divorce over just so many different reasons, right? Which were all actually turned out to be wrong. Fake news, as Donald Trump would say. And so this is what I have to say to those that actually reported this story, put it out just before, you know, for clickbait and just to get views. Check your fucking facts. Check your facts. Because when this story came out and these girls confirmed that the lies were not, you know, that they were lies, it kind of put me in the mind of like one of two people. Again, the one in which I just described, which as a commentator, whether it be on Facebook, YouTube, whatever the fuck you want to call it, down the road, whatever. The other person is just, who started this rumor? Like, is it some miserable bitch that ain't got no relationship, can't keep a man or a woman, or a man woman or a woman man, or you know, a fluid, whatever, you know, can't keep somebody in their bedroom or in their house, or just can't keep a meaningful relationship, that just seeks out the fact to destroy somebody else's shit. It's just like some people just come off as miserable bitches. And with things like this, we're never really going to find out who actually initially put the story out there, right? Now, I don't know if they may have, I'm over here now. Wait, oh shit, on this side. Wait, over here, right here, behind me. Y'all see it? I'm all fucked up. I'm like this new thing. I can't tell left from right, right to left. So y'all know the rich part I'm going to be confused about for sure. Well, not really. But anyway, I don't know if it was just a ploy or something that they, you know, implanted in the brains of people out here on the internet, per a blogger or whatever, or if it was just somebody, again, that took the initiative to just basically, you know, take it upon themselves to go around and tell this fucked up lie. It's like some bitches are just so lonely till it's just a crying shame. They don't have nothing else to do but sit around again and drum up stories about other people's relationships. And my point of it really was, I didn't really give a fuck. Oh, where, you know, you should look at the fact that they are lesbian and then they went and had this baby and now they got the baby coming from another broken home and all this other jazz and all this other, you know, bullshit. It's like, so it just seems to me it would be two more people that might have made a mistake and made a quick or an error in judgment, or they really found out who the other one was, because they always tell you that you never really know a motherfucker until you move in with them. You can be living with them. Well, I take it back. When you live with them, that's when you learn who they truly are, their habits, how clean they are. That's with their hygiene, all the way down to how they keep their palace. You know what I'm saying? Do they like they shit at a certain feng shui? You know what I'm saying? Do they take their socks off? You know, and put them in. I don't know. Fuck. Do you take your shoes off on the carpet? Are they part Japanese? I don't know. It's just certain shit. You really don't find out about a whole lot about a motherfucker until you really move in with them. So at the end of the day, it just seems as though people need to just mind their own motherfucking business. I mean, even if they were getting a divorce, again, like I stated before, it just seems to me that it would be irreconcilable differences. You know, the charcuterie ain't got the same pH balance it had. You know, when they first met, it don't have the same fresh, fresh form from the table taste. You know, when they first got together, one can't really flex the hips like they used to when they first met one another, as my old pastor would say, or, I don't know. There's a certain amount of things, a lot of mountain hill of things that people decide to separate over that seems so fucking minute. And then they run amok out here in the community and come up with all kind of STIs and carrying on. And everything else and broken hearts on top. That's a whole lot of pain. So, even if that had been the case, that they were separating, that they were indeed coming to a point of a shit like Boys to Men say they were coming to the end of the road, it would just say to me that they are still people that had love for one another, that somehow, for some reason, who knows, fell out of love or found some way to demonize each other or deem fit that one another they are not fit for one another anymore. I don't know. Maybe one don't dish as much as the other, put on makeup anymore, get their hair done. Because a lot of times, lesbians, I love them, but they break up for nothing. They break up over some shit they even planned on. They decided to go for go-karts today, for the Saturday dating thing, and then all of a sudden they got on the go-karts, and one left the hood behind. They didn't think enough of her to slow down so she can catch up and win and shit. And now they didn't got back to the house, and somebody got to move all the furniture on the other side of town and go stay back with their mama. So I understand the premise of the story, but the bottom line is, goddamn it, I gave them, the benefit of the doubt. Because they're people, not just lesbians. Take the labels off, people. Stop labelizing and compartmentalizing the people. Anyway, moving on. I'm glad. Well, first, I'm glad Judy with the booty and Brat gave us the fact earlier. I'm glad you all are still in your happy marriage and you're still devoted to one another, regardless of what the people say, because 9 to out of 10 people, I got my name spelled wrong on the fucking thing, y'all. But that show you how lit I was coming into the situation. Ain't that some crazy shit? And I just realized it. Great day in the morning. Great day in the gladdest night. All right. Is that okay? I got it right now. Hey, Shermanique, what's going on, cousin? I'm glad you made the live. Listen, I look forward to you being up in the room. 7 Karat says, I heard they wasn't married for real. Shit. Now you got me want to go over there, 7, and want to check out, Google and see if I can find a marriage license or some shit. But I don't know. They may or may not be. A lot of folks tell these old fictitious ass stories. All right. So moving on to the next story. Amber Rose. Amber Rose, as you all know, has been, for some reason, she's been basically one of the spokespersons for Donald Trump and MAGA and what it stands for, and then she still calls herself a Blight or African American, which this story was sent to me and I reviewed it, and the one I think it was probably about 6 hours ago, and I still came to the same conclusion. Why are we listening to anything Amber Rose has to say? Why are we even fucking entertaining Amber Rose and what comes out of them soup coolers that she got on front of her face? Why? This girl done already showed us, this way. Right there. Yeah. Y'all see her shit. The thing fucked up for me. But listen, we already seen her, anytime you over there, mostly come from Zeus Network. And that's why I don't condone violence, but that's why Jocelyn beat your ass up over there on College Hill. Because you was talking all that foolishness about you black and all this different stuff there. But yet you get up and you preaching and you bucking for a Donald Trump and the foolishness that fool got going on while what he already feeding you cats and dogs? What he done fed you cat a la carte or some shit? I don't know, dog, bouillabaisse. Like, why are we listening to anything that what this girl Amber Rose has to say? We've seen her act as a child on College Hill, and I think she's one of the stars over there on Zeus Network. Bigger and most importantly, this bitch that wrote on her forehead. I'm gonna get it together at some point, y'all. This bitch that wrote on her forehead, she done used herself for an Etch-a-Sketch. I don't give a damn what it say on her forehead. You mean to tell me you would take anything at face value that walks around, and she's a beautiful girl until she did this to her face. You mean to tell me, I got it now. Yeah, there you go. You mean to tell me we listen to anything she got to say? And she done wrote stuff on her phone. You walking around right now looking like a fifth grader. And the question is, are you smarter than a fifth grader? And I'm pretty sure I can answer the question confidently and say no. It's to a point now. I am so irritated sometimes listening to the fuckery, the rhetoric, the ignorance, just complete disrespectful comments coming from people like Amber Rose, talking about voting. She's voting for Donald Trump. Who gives a fuck about you endorsing Donald Trump or even voting for him? I mean, your bank, you don't have that much money. You carry some weight, but the little couple of dollars you ain't putting that much in the collection plate. So why are we even letting her vote matter? Why are we listening to what she has to say? This is the same fool. Y'all, the girl wrote on her forehead. Do I need to go any further with why we shouldn't even be paying her any attention? And for the cousin that sent me the email, I'm sorry, the DM about her and the foolishness that she was spitting from her cocksuckers, I feel you. I understand you. But Amber Rose is really not a topic of discussion. I mean, like, unless you're really a Zeus Network type person, or just, or a waste management director, for the local waste company, it's really not a topic of discussion. I mean, if it were not for maybe Zeus Network and Ratchet TV, and all this different stuff, I feel like Amber Rose would just be another welfare food stamp Section 8 recipient. And not that I'm saying that anybody or everybody that's on food stamps or welfare or Section 8, or there's nothing wrong with that if you have a plan. But if your plan is to look like this off of Ratchet TV and then come around trying to preach politics to the rest of us that actually got a degree in something other than what the fuck she got, other than College Hill, and this is what she come out with, what in the Willacoochee, Georgia, is we thinking by paying attention to what this bitch got to say? I mean, and I said, Marsha Ambrose. I'm sorry, Marsha. Amber Rose, there's not a whole lot I know about her privately, but I know enough about her publicly that I can't. It's like, bitch, you done had all these plastic surgeries. I mean, what happened? You got blood poisoning, something wrong with your brain. Have you gone stupid? Because that's what it's given to me. But it's more concerning that we actually have a point of paying attention and putting anything into play that she got to say. Amber Rose, I'm gonna say this: go somewhere and sit down. We don't give a fuck what you say. You're not important, and you're not important. You're not smart. You're not kind. None of those things. And neither is Donald Trump. Why he looking like I don't know, something out of a Simpsons cartoon. We don't care about y'all, and we don't care about y'all's opinion. I'll say to Amber Rose what Kamala wanted to say to Donald Trump during the debate. Motherfucker. There it is. Anyway, moving on to the next situation. Yeah, Seven. It's not surprising that she's endorsing a snake, a ratchet ass motherfucker, as you know, Kamala wanted to say. It's not surprising because of course birds of a feather flock together. So trash pretty much always hangs, if not in the same waste field, another waste field, another land dump. So I mean, trash of course can always recognize trash. So we're gonna leave trash where it's at and let the city and waste management and all the people there take care of that. Anyway, moving on to the next story, because I told you I wasn't gonna be here long. I'm almost 30 minutes in. So Scrappy went on, y'all know little Scrappy, you know, on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. He done went on his social media page on Instagram and decided to spit some more rhetoric and bullshit from his mouth. Have y'all ever looked at him like right here in the cracker here? Let me see. In the cracker there? I think maybe they should start checking people for rabies again, because some of these rappers and some of these I don't know if they're eating bad charcuterie or they fucking with bad drugs. I don't know. And that's just an idea. I'm not saying that anybody is, but something is going wrong with the cracks of the mouth, the Boosie and all the rest of them, you know. I'm just saying. Okay. But anyway, Scrappy had the nerve to get on his platform and mention much bullshit and speak a bunch of fuckery. Of course, coming from a cheating man that's nothing but a low down, dirty ass dog, and just pretty much at this point in his life has no idea or no thoughts of even changing his ways and his behaviors as it pertains to a workable relationship with past mothers of his children or a new mate, female mate. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of what he said was based and geared towards, you know, Bambi and them girls he had dealt with and had kids and all that different stuff for. He had the nerve to get on there and say, hey, look, y'all seen that? See, Yandy and Rashida is some real women because they ain't never going to leave their man. They always go. So basically what you telling us, you feel like a good woman is stand by your man. No. That's what you think? That every woman is only a good woman when she stands by her man, even though he dogs her publicly, humiliates her publicly, embarrasses her publicly, go out and have outside children, and as long as she's been showing him devotion, he's rewarded that with going out and popping another cherry or another cooch or another charcuterie. I think that's played out and it's old and it's wrong. And I don't think that we even like Amber Rose have any business taking any kind of relationship advice, men or women, gay or straight, taking any advice relationship wise from Scrappy. Because look at the fuckery that he's involved in. Come on now. And you're going to sit up and say that Rashida's a real woman for sitting up there standing with Kurt after all these years? Let me tell you something. Kurt ain't nothing but another burnt piece of raw chocolate. What the fuck you mean by that? If you look at Kurt now, Kurt look old in the face, and it's like these young girls is laying around and giving him because he actually paying them. The same shit he was trying to do with that Jasmine Blue girl, which you got caught on in this episode when the girl showed the text messages to Rashida, and you still had nerve to get mad with the motherfucking woman. The woman came to you like a woman, and she told you, He was a dirty dog to me. He been a dirty dog to you. That's how I met him in the first place. And I feel like we as girls, need to find some kind of communication to deal with the child, and I guess, I don't know, the fucking child support or whatever, to just phase him out of the loop. Now listen, it was shady, but it had needed to be done. But it had been done so many times with Kirk. These women done showed Kirk's true colors, and Kirk done showed his true colors all these years he been fucking around there and been with Rashida. This is nothing new. So y'all to be sitting here running around acting like a goddamn fool over this raisin in the sun really makes no sense. Kirk ain't all that good looking. Kirk looked like a used fucking fly. Kirk just don't, he don't look like worth having. So they have to be looking at the pocketbook and what they could possibly get. And that's pretty much all Jasmine was telling him, bitch, I want my money. I need my child support. And he too busy trying to, pay rent and get pussy. I don't usually say that word, but that's what he was trying to get. That's what he was trying to do. Instead of being a real father, this California raising, he decides that the value of his child is about the value of whatever piece of pussy he can get that he can pay for off that baby mama or whatever else other chick. And you think that we supposed to sit around here and agree with Scrappy, wide-eyed, juicy mouth ass, that he feel like that women that stick with their man do. Now listen, he made somewhat of a valuable point that, you sometimes you find people that you deal with some things with, right? I've always said that no matter who you're with, they always have some kind of fault or some kind of, thing that you really feel like, can I deal with that one little fucked up thing or can't I? And most times, if you really love this person and you adore them to a degree to where you pretty much damn near can see no wrong because they've actually proven that to you, it's pretty much nothing you can do to separate the two. But at the end of the day, there is no way I can sit up and be with somebody that's treat me like a flat out motherfucking dog and they want to sit in my face and tell me otherwise. Bitch, you can talk what you want to, but I see your actions. And I'm thinking to myself, Rashida, with her stupid ass, I think by now she would actually see the action of Kirk and see that he ain't nothing but a hoe. The only woman Kirk looked like he hadn't fucked over there in Atlanta is Rashida's mama. And Rashida's mama, like a couple of months ago, she was over there trying to fill on that old thing and see what she can. Listen, she was trying to fill a lump, a bump, a rump or something. She was like, I guess her mama said, well, shit, listen, if you don't mind all the girls in Atlanta getting a sip of your cocktail, bitch, I feel like, listen, it's not run around Sue, but it's some loose dick. I'm just, listen, too much liquor. Kurt is just community dinkalink, okay? Wait, 7, you got, make that make sense to me. You said, but ain't Kurt her adopted daddy? If that's true, she really gonna stand by her man. I'm just saying. Curtis, who adopted daddy? The little girl, to my Jasmine's little girl. Let me know what you're saying down there, 7. But anyway, Rashida has to get a backbone. Yandy too. I don't see there is no need of. I'm tired of seeing shit like this. I'm just really tired of seeing stuff like this. And it seems like they get so many views. They get so many people attracted to all of the negative shit. You said Kirk is Rashida's adopted daddy? Seven, you got me scratching my 27 piece. I'm trying to find out what's going on. But anyway, until 7, give us another comment. Um, I'm just saying though. I mean, come on, you got to find. You have to. People need to wake the fuck up and realize their value. I don't give a fuck if I've been with you for 20 something years and you still putting the same old fucked up shit. She said yes. Well, fuck. I mean, how old is Rashida compared to Kurt for him to be her adopted daddy? And that just don't sound right, cousin. Because Rashida ain't no fucking spring chicken, and neither is Kurt. I'm really thinking they're in the same neighborhood as it pertains to the age. I just don't see them being no daddy daughter type shit. He ain't that old. He adopted her at 15. 7. Don't give me. I can't. I was about to grab my phone and start looking it up, but now you're giving me something to want to go back and look at because I've never heard that. I've never heard that before. So I'm definitely gonna have to take a little gander into that and see what the fuck's going on. Um, what was that? I done got lost like a motherfucker. But look, let me just say, Rashida, Yandy, and women alike, there are good men that are still out there. They all ain't gay. Cut the bullshit. Stop asking about all the good men is gay. Bitch, if that was the truth, us gay men would be treated like motherfucking royalty and kings. We'll be treated like a rare commodity. Bitch, we get a bruise too. Shit. We fuck. We don't just have it like that. Y'all acting like we just found a fine man. He just loving on us so good. We just all in bitch, we have trials and tribulations just like you bitches. We out here looking for a good man too sometimes. Shit, we ain't just got it like that. All the good men is gay. You sound like a fucking a slave. All the good men is still slaves. What the fuck? That don't make no fucking sense. Nah, bitch, you sitting up in the house with them children, them 17 children that you done met all them old no good motherfucking men from, and had all them kids because you let them eat the box or the charcuterie and let them smash it on the first night or second or so. That's how you end up with all them goddamn kids. I ain't talking about everybody, but you know who you are. I'm just keeping it 100. You know who you are. And at the end of the day, all of them ain't gay. Yes, I'm a good man, and I happen to be gay. But the bottom line is, bitch, that don't pluck me from nobody's garden. All the good men is gay. No, some of them in jail too. So you got to split that shit up. Compartmentalize that shit. Some of the good men, you got to say some, not all. Y'all with that all shit. No, bitch, there's some good ones out there. You just too busy at home stuck with them children at the house making macaroni and cheese and fried chicken tenders, bitch. Because 9 times out of 10, that's all you know how to cook. Because you ain't probably but 15 with 4 children. So fuck. All the good men is gay. They got a bunch of lesbians that's running around here right now to all the good men is gay. That's why they switched to eating coochie. Lies. You wanted to eat your coochie in the first place. Some of them is in jail. Some of them is, in school. We spread them abroad, bitch. Give a percentage. I give you, as far as the gay department, as far as the good men. I can't even say that because shit. Child, listen. On the gay side, child is rough. It ain't all that easy. I see. Go look on TikTok and see all them girls over there how about this, how hard it is to get a relationship and keep a man, bitch. It ain't easy for everybody. You got folk want to fuck dinosaurs. They want to fuck teddy bears. They want polyremias and all that stuff. So people just done got into a whole lot of stuff. They fluid, and I don't know shit. So there's a whole lot going on. Anyway, let me go on to the next thing. In Florida. Now listen, I thought the heat. I'm so fucking listen. Wow. I thought the heat in Texas was bad. The heat in Florida must be worse. So there's a 17-year-old gentleman by the name of Colin that is over in the section of Texas, Florida, that he just got out on Sunday and from shooting and killing his father, and the mother picked him up from prison, and now he done stabbed her in the neck and killed her fucking ass too. Now listen, that's this little boy I've been blocking with them focus on. I can't see. I still really ain't got the left from the right to the left. Why I got to be that way? Anyway, but he done killed the mama too, y'all. He done stabbed her in the neck and done sent her to glory because she wanted him to go to see his probation officer like he was supposed to. And yeah, he stabbed her in the neck and killed her. So now he's back in the grasps of law enforcement, awaiting now, I guess, both those trials: the shooting and murder of his father, and now the stabbing of his 39-year-old mother. Listen, let me move because I need y'all to see. And if y'all can't really see him, go look him up. Now y'all can't see. Oh Lord, I done fucked it. But you see the glasses, you see the acne and shit, and you will see it more so probably in the what's the name thing in the thumbnail. But the boy ain't fully baked. I don't know what she done did to him. I don't know what he done been through in his life. You can look at him and tell that they say the Lord don't make no mistakes. I'm gonna ride with them on that. But what if sometimes he forget missing parts? Because I know sometimes it pertains to me, he forgot to give me a real ass. So I mean, maybe I missed the line twice. But this boy behind, oh Lord, behind me over this way, it's behind me. Fuck. The boy is not rap tight. He ain't got good sense. He has not had the whole armor of God put on him before he was sent down here. Something was wrong. And you can look at this little crazy, sideways, cockeyed, crooked-looking motherfucker and figure out that something wasn't right. Listen, as a black man, there is no way in the fucking world I'm going to sit up here and tell you that a Looney Tune like that little boy getting out of prison. First of all, you done shot and killed your daddy. They didn't say why he shot and killed his daddy. I don't know. They say why he killed his mama, though. But the bottom line of it is, you getting out of prison. You just killed your father, my probably husband. You can't come. I'm not picking you up from prison. You didn't come and stay your little crazy looking jingle Christmas-eyed looking ass at my house. You can jingle all the way to one of those safe houses or one of those places they put, Looney Tunes before they release them motherfuckers, and they get acquitted or some shit. The boy looks like he's a premature Jeffrey Dahmer. He killed his pants, but he ain't really gotten to the point of eating people and shit yet. I'm not picking you up from the prison. You're not coming to stay at my house. I don't give a fuck if you see your probation officer or not. Because hopefully, in my mind, prayerfully, is what I'm doing in my prayer time is hoping that you fuck around there and miss curfew and they scoop your crazy ass up and put you back up in back on the funny farm, bitch, because something wrong. That boy look crazy. It seemed like to me that he's one of those kids that had a frame of mind, a destiny. He had a plan, and he was like, I don't give a damn if it takes me 30 years. I'm going to make sure they leave before me. I'm going to kill my parents. Now, they done have plenty of kids that done did that. That little boy was tried over here in Texas that killed his parents, a little black boy. First time he got acquitted or some shit, something happened, but they retried his ass and now they got him locked up for killing his mama and his dad, little black boy. And the sad part about it is we don't own him, white folk. White, black, Asian, Hamesian, Chinese, we don't own that little black boy because we don't do stuff like that. We don't fuck around and kill our parents because of some silly shit. But this little boy, you can look at him and tell. Like I told my neighbor when we got into it upstairs, I told him, look at him. I went up there, we had an altercation because I told y'all before, the kids just run amok and do all kind of shit, amok. And I've been going up there being very nice. I've sent really nice cookies, expensive cookies to their home, asking them, hey, listen, can y'all keep it the fuck down for a while? Or at least most of the time. It has been a mess. So I went knocking on the door again. All of a sudden now the husband comes out. He wants to address me. He wants to get into an altercation. And for some reason or another, the spirit led me to bring a shoe with me. After I banged on the ceiling and got their attention, and they danced on that motherfucker, which signified me going upstairs, right? When I get upstairs, he's this little Arabic dude. When I knock on the door and I stand back, he opens the door and he jumps outside right here in front of me. And the only thing I can do was like take a stance and lean back and hold the shoe at like, the back of that bitch. I had a Vans and hold it at the back of that because my mind's telling me no, but my body was telling me yes. My body was telling me if he came any further, I was going to take that shoe and I was going to slap his ass right in the face, back in that door on his wife, right? Then there was this mature part of me saying, hey, listen, just because you got coin, don't mean you got to sit around here and play with people and then fuck around there and get sued assaulting somebody or some shit. So maybe you need to go ahead and make your way back down to your villa and talk to the people in the morning. Well, listen, it took a whole life of its own. He talked shit, act a fool, threatened me and all this different stuff. And at some point, it looked like he was going to spit down the stairs in my face. And that was the point, I think, whatever in me that may have been holy, spiritual, godly, adult, mature, had just left. My body was stricken with just rage. And all I could think to myself was to tell him, bitch, you better think before you pucker your lips, just like you do your asshole before you hang it over a toilet. Even if you have diarrhea, you better take a second look and a second thought, because if you pucker your dick suckers and you lay around and let an ounce of spit fly down here, just go ahead and count it as the end, bitch. Listen, your soul may belong to God, but your ass gonna belong to me. If you spit down them stairs and it fly around there and it hit me in my forehead, well, I just went and seen a dermatologist and paid all that money to try to get this motherfucking shit right. Listen, there's going to be trouble in paradise. There's going to be smoke in the city. There's going to be a whole lot of shit going on. And I know I sound like I'm derailing from the conversation, but I'm within my motherfucking time frame. I said an hour and I got one more thing to talk about, and I'm here. But listen, my mind was just telling me, if this man spit down here on me or my sister, it's going to be your 20s all over again. And I told him that. I looked up there and I told him, it was like, I looked towards the heavens and I was in the side conversation asking God, please bestow upon him the wisdom and the knowledge to know the difference between the truth and foolishness. Because if he chooses foolishness, God, I'm going to choose violence. I looked up and I told him, I say, what I hope you're doing is sucking your dentures back in. Excuse me. I hope you're talking while you're trying to suck your dentures back in. Because, bitch, if you getting your cocksuckers ready to swirl up any kind of bodily fluid, when I say, listen, and I think that he was gonna do, y'all, but when I sent him a word, when I gave him from a word on high, from up high, I think he understood that. I think God touched him. I think God really spoke to him and told him, don't do that, my son. Don't do that. Even though he was Arabic, I don't know if Islam, I don't know who Islam talked to, or Rebio Shea or whatever, No offense. I ain't trying to offend the Arabs, not trying to offend the Jews. Not trying to offend the Catholic, but I'm just saying, whoever he talked to, Obo Dasha, whoever he talks to, told him and gave him a divine feeling and told him, if you spit down there, his God has already given him permission to lay around there and vaporize your ass. So I suggest whatever it is you are conjuring up in your mucous system, that you go ahead and swallow your pride for real before you lay around there ending with a pork chop jaw. Or like James says, sucking mashed bananas through a straw, bitch, because I'm gonna fuck it up. But listen, I say that to, oh no, cousin, he wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for what I was about to unleash because I knew that was an old me from my 20s that I had packed away in a time capsule in a box, and I put 4 or 5 locks on it, right? Because that was the part of me that would have caused me to be incarcerated and has caused me to be incarcerated in the past in my younger years. And I was just calling on every deity, God, and anybody else I could think of. Jacob, Abraham, Isaac, Buddha, whomever, shit, come down here and get this motherfucker, because if he spit down here and listen, and I even gave it a clause. I said, Lord, if he spit down here and hit the concrete, I'm going to take you at your word. I'm going to go on. I'm going to the house. But if it land on me, oh, my sister, hell has no fury. It was to the point that one of my neighbors came out. She ain't had nothing but a t-shirt and her panties on and her good red wig. That meant a lot to me. She came out there holding the shirt, throwing the thing down, trying to hide her kerchief and carrying on in the drawers and whatnot and so forth. And, she had a good hair on and carrying on. She was like, listen, get your ass in the house, yada, yada, yada. But listen, I say that to say this. When I mentioned to him the fact that he said something to the effect of, I can't hit the kids. I don't know what you do in your culture. My thing is, it doesn't always take to hit a kid, but sometimes you have to reach that measure every once in a while, right? If I tell my child to sit down, sit your motherfucking ass down. But like I said, in a situation of this little boy, Colin, this bitch was crazy from jump. You know what I'm saying? He was already numb your hood and get you're fucking crazy. It took no rocket scientist to figure this the fuck out. If you see that picture and look him up, go look up the story. That little crazy bitch do for some Lexapro, some Valium, something. But see, he the kind, I can't say he, well, this right there, he right on his forehead. But that little boy, the kind that in the black community, when they be had them mental issues and stuff, and everybody tell me, grandma, can you, when so-and-so get out, you got them 2 spare bedrooms, when can he come stay on there? Grandma be like, fuck no. Hell no, you can't come stay on here. But no, indeed, no. In Jesus' name, no. Because grandma already know. A motherfucker like that, if he done shot his daddy in the face or whatever he did, you know what I'm saying, that's all grandma need. Grandma know that her time is already limited. She already trying to go to Bible study and shit and Sunday school and get her life right, because she's got some fucked up shit going on in her life. She's still talking about Sister Mary and them and what they got going on from 72 and 48. So she's still over there for all the shit she did back in the year. She's still asking God for forgiveness for the little old ass in the pearly gates, just in case she go to bed tonight and don't wake up. And not to mention that she got shit that she done did here last year, just last Sunday, that she asking forgiveness for. You think she got time to be sitting around letting this crazy motherfucker come live in the other room, turning her into some kind of shish kebab sushi or stabbing her ass to death? No. Grandma tell you what, listen, I'm going to pray for him on Sunday morning, and I pray that the Lord deliver him. But no, Junebug can't come stay here. Junebug, everybody in the family know Junebug was crazy. They were just white Junebugs. I ain't even finna fuck with it. Them just white Junebugs, them crazy ass little non-melanated boys that go down there and shoot up the school and carrying on and cause all this terrorism. They ain't nothing but a different form of a Junebug. See how Junebugs do stuff, But depending on what kind of June bug you got. Me more if I let that crazy bitch come stay at the house. Well, you can take you to church and help him get closer to the Lord. Nuh-uh. Nope. Send that bitch down at one of them safe houses and let him go with them people to church and let them introduce him to God. Because Mimo ain't got but such time left and she ain't finna use it fucked around now begging Junebug for her last couple of hours. Anyway, moving on to my last and final topic. I'm already 55 minutes in. I will not be but another 15 minutes, possibly. The Braxtons. I'm tired of them. I vote for a shutdown. I don't want to see the Braxtons anymore. I've been watching it and following the story because I just wanted to see if I would be wrong. Because as a Sagittarius, we look for motherfuckers to try and prove us wrong. We've given you our take on things. We've given you our what is a scientific word? I shouldn't have set myself up for that. The thesis. We've given we've given you. I think that's right. If I got it right, yeah. Objective or some shit. I don't know. Fuck the thesis. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. I gave you an idea. We Sagittarius pretty much have an idea of stuff. We look at it and we pretty much got, we said we had to say about it. And pretty much right about now, I feel pretty much confident that the fucking Braxtons ain't taking us nowhere. It's just another filler season to get some of them paid that ain't got no real money, that ain't never really had no real money, that never used the platform for any other motherfucking thing else other than just being part of the Braxtons. I feel like looking at now the most recent episode, really, let me just say, nobody gives a fuck if Miss Evelyn find love again. We TV and the Braxtons. I just wanted y'all to hear that. We don't care if Miss Evelyn ever find a boyfriend, a girlfriend. We don't care. For the simple fact that Miss Evelyn is in her 70s, and that thing, she been in dry dock for a long motherfucking time. So, I mean, I really don't look for her to just now all of a sudden to just have a coochie flood. I mean, who cares? I mean, who cares? If you realize what them girls look like out of makeup, you know what Miss Evelyn looked like out of makeup. All of that, I'm pretty sure ain't natural. Miss Evelyn had some work done while she was down there with them girls' chicks. And her little chicks off of WeTV. We don't care if Miss Evelyn ever buys another dildo, if Miss Evelyn ever buys a candy, a rose or a sweet rose or whatever the fuck it is. We don't care if don't nobody even think about Miss Evelyn even having no kind of goddamn relations. That's like thinking about my mama getting booted. I don't give a fuck if Miss Evelyn ever get her coochie wet again. I don't want to hear about it. And honestly, I don't think the Holy Ghost, I don't think that is in the will of God for Miss Evelyn for the rest of her life. I think Miss Evelyn is just meant to be a glamour, and possibly, if she's blessed enough, a great glamour. I think she just needs to stay with the makeup and shit and keep the weaves coming and the whipstick and whatnot, and because she's small as a fucking toothpick, and just keep them small outfits and hang around the girls as long as her legs allow her to, and she don't have Alzheimer's or anything like that. Because at the end of the day, I don't think Miss Evelyn had no ding-a-ling ever since them cheering daddy. I think ever since the day daddy left, I think that's probably why Miss Evelyn be so mad, because she clogged up. She need to get a plunger and go down there to Cindy's or Adam and Eve or something. I don't know what they got over there in Atlanta. Go take y'all mama and stop trying to find her a date and stop trying to find her a man, because ain't no man finna put up with Miss Evelyn at this age, because she's still stuck on y'all daddy. Take y'all mama down there for her birthday, buy her a bunch of nice, good old sex products, and let her get up in that room and listen, find some stuff that ain't got no whole bunch of speeds on it, because you don't want to fuck around and be the reason your mama lay around there and be found up in the bed with a dildo stuffed up in her charcuterie because she didn't lay around and had too much of a good time. But take y'all mama down there and find her nasty little ass, senior ass, a couple of toys, and let her go up there and play with that old thing and go to sleep. And she play with it and then go pray, ask God for forgiveness for the way she violated them toys and take her ass to sleep. Don't nobody care about Miss Evelyn having no ding-a-ling no more. Who's I'm talking about? I'm going down the line. Who am I start with? Trina. I'm gonna just say this, Trina. And these are reasons I should say just say take the show off the air. Trina, don't nobody care about your husband. We don't like him. He ugly. His nose too big. His eyebrows are too thick, and his forehead is too bright, and it don't match the color of his hair. We don't like none of that shit. You picked a real loser in this game. And he don't respect you worth the fuck anyway. So I really don't understand why you rather not be alone than be with him, because he is a real party pooper. And I can just imagine that man in the bedroom. She probably asking him, she probably have to argue with him to eat her coochie. I just, he don't act like, I just can't get this slip right. This old blouse is, oh God, Jesus Christ. And now y'all see why I wouldn't be a woman or do drag, because it's so hard to keep your bra straps and shit hidden and keep your blouse straight. I can't do all that. That's just too much coordination for me. And I just, no. But Trina, we don't care nothing about that man. You really shouldn't care nothing about that man. Lord, oh my God. Trina, we don't even care. We don't even want to see your kids no more, Trina, because you got some of the weirdest looking fucking kids. Trina got the weirdest looking fucking kids out the bunch. You feel me? Because even Tamar's boy is fat and happy. And he looks just like his daddy with them dimples and them big cheeks. But Trina, it's not worth it. You don't have a good storyline. You have nothing going on. Everybody, again, is still riding off the back of Tracy. Trina, your singing style, you did what it was. Not Tardy for the Party. That was for the Kim Zolciak chick. She did some song. I can't remember the title of it, but not worth it. So, you don't have no storyline either. You just like your mama. You still dating Vaughn or married to Vaughn and still looking for some good dick on the side in the meantime. Who else? Tamar, I don't know what the fuck you done did to piss your family members off, but they treating you like some kind of cancerous plague. They don't want to be bothered with you. They're really not filming with you. They're not being on the same side as you. They're still always being at odds with you. And let me just say it first, that Tamar is one of those girls that she really does bring a lot of drama and confusion with some of the stuff that she says and does, right? We all know that. We all know that Tamar is a confrontational girl. But it does seem to me that she did improve in some points of her life, I thought, for the most part, as it pertains to Jim. And when I reported last Sunday that apparently her relationship side, she still need to go back and get some more therapy. Grief counseling, I don't know, maybe she need a little more therapy because something is going on that has separated her from the pack. She said that she has boundaries that she's willing to stick to and be very thorough and very firm on those boundaries, and which I understand because I have boundaries and I've set those for people, and I'm not willing to even waver on it. And sometimes, even if it costs a relationship or a friendship or I don't know, a family ship, because some people you just got to lay around and tell them where the fuck you stand because they're gonna run the fuck all over you. So you got to stand for something or fall for anything. But I feel like Tamar is giving us truth, but still giving us a lot of mystery. And that's when I feed into the part of Tawanda. It seems like Tawanda is coming off as though she's the historian of the family. Like she knows all the family secrets. She knows all the family dirt. She got enough on all the bitches that, she knows the root of the problem. But I'm going to say this. Other than Tony, Tawanda, well, I don't even say other than Tony. Tawanda has been the one that's been getting on my fucking nerve this season. Her and that milk dud she got, just because you got alopecia, don't excuse you, bitch. That's not a disability. That's a situation. You can go down there to the doctor and get you some Nutri-Grow or some hair grow or some chia pet seeds and rub on your shit and massage up in there and spray a little water on there, and you should be back to normal. I don't know if that's a true, serum or not, but for all you people that got the Tawanda situation, let's get a couple of them chia seeds. Them chia seeds, y'all laugh at those, but those have been proven to actually grow things. Now, I'm really thinking to myself that Tawanda, if she actually got a chia seed, I think Tawanda should come and see. I think Shawanda. I think Tawanda should come and see me for all her alopecia needs. I think my new thing for people like Tawanda with alopecia, especially the celebrities and the stars, and I'm not making no fun of it. I'm just coming up with a solution. Now, if you can't respect that and respect my gangster, then move the fuck around. But I'm coming up with real shit. I'm trying to be a scientist and I'm trying to help you. Okay? There's nothing worse than an ungrateful person. And if you can't acknowledge my effort to help, then I just think you should just fuck off. Now listen, Tawanda, I think you need to contact me so you can go here and fly down here to Texas. I fly to Atlanta and I pay for my own shit because I don't need your money. I got my own. I don't need Tamar to pay my bills. Or my sibling to pay my bills. Tawanda, I will fly to Atlanta as courtesy to you, Tawanda. I will rent a venue. Small, not big, because your head might be big, but bitch, we gonna fit it in one room. That's both physically and theoretically. You think you just a big-headed bitch this season. I will fly down and I will give you a personal chia seed massage. And I will warm the water for you and I will sprout your hair, and I guarantee you I do believe that there will be results. And it'll probably help your brains too. Tawanda Peanut and Head Ass has been a very instrumental part of why we're not getting the full story. And she's not the only one. The whole family. There is so much bullshit that lies beneath the surface that they're not telling us. And it's like, you know, you get on the edge of your seat like, oh, we about to find out what it is, what the secret is, or what the issue is. Every time we get to the edge of our seats, it's always a fact of them changing their minds or trying to dummy down or dilute the subject to the point to where we as the public don't know what the fuck's going on. It's like they give you just enough to keep coming back just to string you along. Just to string you along in their lives, just so they can show you or lead you on, should I say. String along, lead along, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Just to keep watching them to understand the fact that they ain't ever going to give you what the juicy topic is. And that's why I say, get the fuck off the air. Just cancel it. I wanted to see these girls succeed. Not these girls. I wanted to see these girls succeed. I talked about it before, how I felt like too that the I agree with Tamar when she said that the Kardashians are so big as a brand, you know, and that they're I don't know what the fuck they're Swedish, English, French, or whatever it is, but these black girls, you know, have to always be introduced to drama in order to get where they need to go, just to get a little coin and notoriety, when they really, I think, have a lot more going for themselves behind the scenes. But I think we will never get to that. I think the only person that's been able to tap into that energy and still is probably suffering with a lot of, I'm sure it's suffering with a lot of backlash from the family side and those dark family secrets, is Tony. All the rest of them ain't got shit going on. All the rest of them ain't doing nothing. So I'm like, why are we wasting TV slot time fucking with y'all, you know, just to be led on again and led astray? We seen y'all with all these therapists. We seen y'all all these preachers. We seen y'all all these different motherfuckers that ain't been able to help y'all at all. Y'all can't help y'all goddamn self. And get Miss Evans to my she Reverend E&E so-and-so, Mr. Sit your ass down. Go on somewhere and cook some cornbread and some some collard greens for them girls, and go on down and take y'all set to some therapy. Y'all need grief counseling, family counseling, grief therapy, family therapy, group therapy, physical therapy, all kind of shit. It's just a mess. It's just a mess, and y'all really aren't giving us y'all really aren't giving us black excellence at all. I can't think of any show right now on black television that's giving us black excellence. And if anybody can think of one, please drop it in the chat. Any shows y'all can think of that is really right now giving us black excellence. Right. None. So again, with that being said, I say again, just cancel the show. They're never going to tell us what the real underlying issue is. Um, they're never really going to tell us what the family secrets are. We're never going to hear that part. We're never going to hear why Tamar is feeling so broken and so separated from the rest of the girls. Because you see it in the filming. She's been filming in nothing with him. Nothing. We're never going to find out what actually Tawanda knows in that thick chocolate caramel crispy ass head of hers. We're not going to find out. Tony knows the most other than Miss Evelyn and they Diddy, and they ain't finna tell her shit. Tony done seen all the drama. She done seen all the family torture and all the family secrets and fuckery that went on. She just can't tell it. Tracy was probably the only one that was willing to tell. And before she can probably get old enough to do a tell-all book after probably all of them died out and left her around at the last end like they did with her with that season of the Braxtons where she fucking filmed alone. I feel like right now with them, this is just like a like I said, a filler season, and it's almost seemed like get back at Tracy, but now Tracy's dead, so now it's like their turn. Yeah, I remember that season where Tracy filmed alone because the rest of them had a problem with WeTV production, and they refused to film that season and saying that they were pretty much boycotting it. But Tracy was like, fuck that, I still got catfish to be cooking, aside to all this hair I'm pressing and whatnot, and I'm going to go on with the show without y'all, and she did it anyway, and they felt the ways about it. I feel like this is the flip-flop version of that now. Now they're doing the whole show now without Tracy, but they're using Tracy as the main storyline, shared evenly or selfishly amongst all of them. And I really don't like the way, like I said before, I would not get enough of saying this. Ina said this several times. Every time we talk about it, I still don't like the light that they left her in. I mean, me, I'm kind of person. I'm in healthcare, so come on now. I see the worst side of everything, but still, people that you love and adore, it's the worst ones that when you love and adore them, to see them go away and to find out that their story ended that way, it's still not a good feeling. But it still keeps the connection to that person. It has to feel like you still feel like it's personal, like a personal connection. So I'll still never agree with it, but it is what it is. But cancel that fucking show. Go find Miss Evelyn a deacon or something down to the church. Matter of fact, if Miss Evelyn was that deep in the church, she'd have been found a deacon or a pastor right about now. She'd have been over there on when she'd have been in episodes of Preachers of Hollywood or some shit like that. We'd have heard about her over there in the back alleys of the church with one of them pastors over in Atlanta. It ain't that serious. We don't care. Turn it off. Cut it off. We don't want to see it no more. It ain't worth a fuck. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna be talking about. I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to go in here and check my Labrador roast and go check my catnip chops or some shit. I don't fucking know. We eating cat and dog around this bitch. Remember, 7:15 on Sunday nights we get live. We get busy with the thing. I'm a little tired. I'm tired as a motherfucker. Now I'm drunk and tired because I've been doing school work and they had my ass working early today, which I had to run in here and finish setting up for the show. So I'm a little tired. So if it comes off differently, just forgive me. Like I say, I always look to give the best of myself to you all. Make sure to share these videos. Like I said, made some adjustments to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that shit. So fuck with your boy. Jump on the thing next Sunday at 7:15. I may have a surprise guest to come on here with me on the panel, but that's up to y'all to bring y'all raggedy ass down here and show me what's going on. All right, cousins. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for riding with me, rolling with me, all the people that jumped in the chat room, jumped in the chat, jumped in the video and all that different stuff. Thank you for everybody that stopped by. I really appreciate you guys. I feel like I asked for so much, but in return, you guys give me so much more. So I really appreciate it. And thank you guys so much. If there was no you, there would be no me. Oh, baby Leoshi on a Sunday night. Shatata. Listen, all right. Make sure to share this video, even though this motherfucker gonna be posted. Make sure to share with somebody else. And all that jazz. All right, see you guys 7:15 next Sunday. I'm still working on putting that commentary out during the week. That shit hard because this nursing school bid is a bitch. But anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the support. Just by chance, if you at some point found something funny, or you like the commentary, or you really want me to keep this channel going, because it's going off my Discover card, go ahead and look at that Cash App right there at the bottom. You can go ahead and send a little something. It ain't got to be much. That's not a requirement. But if you choose to, that would be greatly appreciated. And it would really help the channel grow. And it'll help me pay down this Discover bill that I'm going to spend all this money for all this motherfucking equipment for, as I have to keep working. All right. Love you guys so much. Until later. Take care. Later.